Armenia is known for its dramatic mountain landscapes, ancient monasteries, and fascinating history, but is often overlooked by travellers. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the things to know before you go to Armenia. So as always, let's begin with the best time to visit. May to June and September to October are the best times to explore this small country. Spring from April to June offers mild temperatures, green landscapes, and blooming wild flowers, while autumn offers comfortable temperatures, beautiful scenery, and harvest season. Summer from July to August is hot but cooler in the mountains, making it an excellent time for hiking, and winter from November to March is cold and snowy, but can be ideal if you are looking to enjoy some skiing. So now let's look at getting there. Most international visitors arrive at the international airport just outside of Yerevan. There are direct flights from numerous cities across Europe and the Middle East. Armenia can also be reached by land from neighbouring Georgia and Iran, but the land borders from Azerbaijan and Turkey are currently closed, so these are not practical routes for ordinary tourists. As with all of our travel tips, make sure you check the current travel restrictions before going. If you are enjoying this video so far, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more travel tips. So now let's look at getting around. Renting a car is an excellent way to explore the countryside independently, and while you are in the capital of Yerevan, you can rely on taxis. There are also some shared minibuses that connect the capital with many towns and villages, as well as various tours exploring the more remote monasteries and mountain regions. We will leave some links to some tours in the description. So as always, when planning your trip, you do need to know the typical prices, so here is a rough overview. A hostel dorm bed will begin at around 4,000 Armenian dram per night, whilst budget hotels begin at around 15,000, mid-range hotels begin at around 30,000, and more luxurious hotels begin at around 70,000. A local meal can be picked up for around 2,500 to 5,000, while street food can be found for around 1,000 to 3,000. A coffee in a local cafe will cost you between 800 to 2,000, and a sit-down meal for two will begin at around 20,000. The country is generally very affordable compared to some of the surrounding destinations, but here are some ways to save some money. Firstly, stay in hostels, guest houses, and family-run accommodation. Also make sure to eat at local restaurants rather than the tourist-focused establishments. Use those shared minibuses for longer journeys and book tours in advance. When you're in the capital, stick to walking around instead of relying on the taxis, and visit Armenia's many churches and monasteries, which are often free to enter. Travelling in spring or autumn for pleasant weather can also mean you save money on accommodation prices as well. So now let's look at some of the best things to do. First, explore Yerevan. Yerevan is one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities. Explore Republic Square, stroll through the atmospheric streets of the city centre, visit museums, and enjoy the local food and wine here. Then visit the Cascade Complex. The enormous cascade is one of Yerevan's most recognizable landmarks. Climb the steps for panoramic views across the city, or explore the contemporary art installations inside the complex. Next, take a tour to see the Geghard Monastery, one of the country's most spectacular religious sites. Partly carved directly into the surrounding cliffs, the monastery itself is surrounded by dramatic mountain scenery. You also need to visit the Temple of Garni, a remarkable temple overlooking the river gorge here. It is one of the country's most unusual ancient monuments and makes an easy day trip from the capital. Again, we will leave the link to that in the description below. Lake Sevan is one of the largest high-altitude freshwater lakes in the world, and an ideal place to explore whilst you are here. Perched dramatically on the edge of a deep gorge, Tartev Monastery is one of the country's most spectacular sights. Ride the Wings of Tatev, one of the world's longest reversible aerial tramways, for incredible views over the gorge as well. Drive through the countryside for incredible landscape views, remote villages, green valleys, and volcanic landscapes. And of course, taste the local food and wine. There are plenty of specialty dishes here, but the country is also known for its growing wine industry as well. Like we mentioned before, this is an overlooked country, but we highly recommend a visit. And to learn about some of the most beautiful places to visit in the world, watch this video. Then for the top 10 cheap travel destinations to visit, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in the country and stay creative.